In our new episodes, we are going to start doing reactionary clips. We're going to start giving you our thoughts immediately when we see a video.
That's right.
Now, since the holidays are coming and Thanksgiving just passed, I saw this and I was like, I don't really like this dude, Dan Bilzerian, but I don't know his name for real.
What is that?
Bilzerian, whatever's his name. Dan what? The
Who
rich
are you
white
talking
nigga.
about?
Dan Bilzerian.
Why do you think I know a rich white nigga?
You've seen him before.
Named Dan? Who is that? Who is? Do you know who she?
Just watch the clip.
Okay. Do you want me to play it? Okay, we're gonna play the clip.
Okay, wait. Then we can play it right now. Okay, perfect. Here it is.
I took 4 girls home for Christmas vacation and, introduced them all to my fucking family and parents and took turns fucking them. It's like, that was not a normal family dynamic, but that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I fucking did. And it's like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, man. Like, you'll figure out what you like, what you don't like, but don't let society tell you what to do. Don't let your friends, influence you.
I love this clip.
Okay.
Look, I knew we were going to have different thoughts on this. When I saw you pick this clip, I knew you was going to be phony.
Because I
knew you was going to be phony.
What's phony?
I just knew you was going to be phony. I just wanted to use that word. But I knew you wasn't going to like it. But I'm like, but you're very non-traditional in the things that you do. So okay, I just know your take. So go ahead and be problematic real quick.
As someone that's been in a throuple, if you used to listen.
Yes.
I was in a throuple. My mom was accepting of it, right?
Yes.
My scissor's mom wouldn't have been.
Okay.
Beard Bay's dad was. I don't know if his mom knew, but like, out of the three of us, if someone had a family member that wasn't accepting, which I would assume Scissors, yeah, I think it was her. If her parents were like, we don't want to see the two of them on Christmas, and she wanted to be with her family, I absolutely think she'd be in her right to do so. I also think it's understandable. I think that sometimes we push it a little bit. Now, when it comes to queerness and things like that, I'm not saying that. But bringing a polycule to Christmas, I do think that you got to ease people in. And for him saying like, fuck it, this is the life I want to live. Like, I don't think it's family or fuck it when it comes to having a lifestyle that may be a little much for them. Like, I just kind of believe in old people. If you're in your fourth quarter, I'm not going to push my wild shit on you. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, I hear you. I hear you. You know what?
And again, decisions. We will be talking about how we navigate non-traditional relationships.
Yeah.
And so as someone that's been non-monogamous, as we both have been talking like this for 8 years.
Yes.
I actually still have that opinion.
I don't. And here's why. Listening to this, the reason why I loved him saying it is not that he's forcing his lifestyle onto these. I'm bringing loved ones around it for a family weekend gathering, holiday, whatever. I am bringing my partners who you may only not accept because of the dynamic of our relationship. That to me is not even near or close to the way in which you accept the abuser that I've been married to show up. We've been together as a 2-person dynamic. You know he lay his hands on me. You know he's not a good father, but you accept a nigga who's actually not a good person in so many other dynamics. And he's allowed around because that's my husband. That's my boyfriend. That's the babe, the father to my child.
I feel like you're going extreme.
No,
though.
I'm not going extreme. The idea that it's so uncomfortable for a family dynamic or friends to accept how I choose to be in a loving relationship.
Well, maybe because this clip wasn't loving.
No.
I chose to fuck 4 girls on Christmas.
But that means I love these. These is my bitches, and if I want to fuck on Christmas and them hoes ain't on their period, I'm fucking. Or even if they on their period, I'm fucking.
I was like, ooh,
to me, but to me, he's fucking his partners on the holidays. Those are his partners. I think to me, we have accepted far too long actually bad partners that still get to come around. That don't pay the bills, that abuse, that use, that are genuinely not good people. But because you're in a dynamic, now your father, your cousin, we often accept that person even though we don't like them, even though that they don't treat you well. This idea that we can accept them fucked up people, but you can't accept me coming in with 2 people that I love. You loved those 2 people and they didn't abuse you. When you were in that throuple, it was a really healthy, loving dynamic. This idea that I'm forcing it onto you, I'm not. I'm bringing my friends around. I'm bringing people that love me around.
I do think forcing is when you say, take it or leave it. I think you're giving an ultimatum. And I think that's the issue with a lot of scenarios in which people are talking to. For me, it's elders, right? And maybe I'm speaking from a place of where my parents are older, so I kind of get it. And luckily, my mom is so whatever, right? Right now, literally, my mom in my LA crib lives above me. And so when I said we had a date with a girl who was coming over for dinner, my mom is like, okay, fine.
Do you not think it's a take it or leave it when the whole family knows that this person is doing awful things to you, but because he's your partner, you're still going to bring him up?
I think you're giving a hypothetical that isn't there.
No. I'm saying to me, and again,
just because someone's a good person doesn't necessarily mean that means your family has to accept them super fast. Like, yes.
No, me neither. But the idea that my partner's period can't come over because of the dynamic of the relationship. If I'm in a monogamous relationship with just one other person, yet y'all know he's a fucked up person or she's a fucked up person.
But why does it have to be that?
Well,
leave that out of it for a second.
No, to me, that's the dynamic.
No. Say this. Say that just like this situation. Christmas comes.
Yeah.
You have 3 boyfriends.
Yeah.
Your mom's like, I don't want that. I don't want you to bring her.
But why?
Maybe it makes her uncomfortable. Maybe it's religious shit. Maybe she doesn't want to see you in this. I don't know. I'm cool with it. My mom is cool with it. But I'm talking about if she wasn't. I would not give up my relationship with my mom because I'm in a non-traditional relationship. I would have a separate relationship with my family and hope they come around. But I think the do or die, it's too bad. If you don't like it, I'm not coming. It's kind of off.
No, I mean, and I hear you, but I don't think you're hearing my parallel. To me, the idea that we accept awful partners because they're in a traditional relationship. That's my thing. To me, it is a take it or leave it. I think a parent could be like, yo, I don't like your partner. He's an awful person. Don't bring him around. I think that's the same way as you're uncomfortable with the fact that my partner's an abuser. Same parallel to you're uncomfortable with the dynamics of a non-traditional relationship. To me, it is a take it or leave it. I think everyone has the right to. My problem is,
I guess because one is actually
my problem
harmful,
is, one is actually harmful. I actually don't like this person. The other is just based on how I choose to live my life. One is judging and the other is like, oh, so you're only accepting my partner because we're in a traditional relationship. And I guess here's my problem. The normalization of us being in abusive relationships, relationships with cheaters, relationships with people that actually do harm to us, that being accepted over non-traditional relationships, to me, has to be dismantled.
I guess if that was the case, but for me, it's like, I don't know, just kind of watching a little bit of the difference in dynamics with one family being cool, one not.
Like him fucking his 3 girlfriends, I don't think happened at the fucking Thanksgiving Day table. Like, he fucked them in the room or at the hotel or whatever. Like, I do think that, again, we talked about, or we are going to talk about PDA and how I like portray it. I don't think you should be tonguing down your girlfriend and boyfriend in front of your family.
Right.
But I don't think I'd be telling niggas to get a room all the time. I think it's inappropriate in a monogamous relationship. So to me, I think there are levels of respecting people within the dynamics of your relationship. But now,
I guess for me, sometimes when we have what people think are radical thoughts, and I would say it's radical to have 3 girlfriends. I do think that. Maybe
niggas have 3 girlfriends all the time.
Do they know about each other?
Oh, the family do. The family done met them all. What you talking about? Like, so I can't bring all 3 of my girlfriends over like y'all ain't met all 3 of them already?
I'm just saying,
Bruh.
I think when something's slightly radical, that
I want it to not be radical anymore. I think
that's
why we gotta have these conversations. Decisions, bitch. Y'all need to make the decisions. You want to accept that your son and daughter gonna have multiple partners, or you want to accept your partner being with an abuser? And I know, yes, extremes, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Damn, bitch. Eddie, what would you do if you had 2 girlfriends and your family said, "Hey, this Christmas, like we don't want to see both them bitches." Like,
I wouldn't see my family.
I would go see my family.
Me too.
For sure.
Without your partners?
Absolutely.